What does $30 million buy you in the automotive world? Not a fleet of luxury vehicles, not even a small collection of supercars, just one car, one extraordinary handcrafted masterpiece that redefines what's possible when money is no object. Today, we're diving into the stratosphere of automotive excellence, exploring the 5 most expensive cars ever created. These aren't just vehicles. They're rolling sculptures, technological marvels, and status symbols that only a handful of people on Earth will ever own. From Rolls-Royce's bespoke creations to Bugatti's engineering triumphs, these cars represent the absolute pinnacle of luxury, craftsmanship, and exclusivity. Before we begin, if you're a fan of luxury cars and want to see more content about the world's most exclusive vehicles, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. And if you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. So buckle up as we count down the top 5 most expensive cars in the world, where price tags soar higher than most people's mortgages, and every detail is perfection personified. Coming in at number 5 is the Rolls-Royce SWEPTAIL, with a price tag of approximately $13 million. Unveiled at the prestigious Villa d'Este Concorso d'Eleganza in 2017, the SWEPTAIL marked a historic moment. It was Rolls-Royce's first fully bespoke one-off commission in the modern era. The story behind this car is as fascinating as the vehicle itself. A mysterious client, rumored to be a super yacht and aircraft enthusiast, approached Rolls-Royce with a vision inspired by the coach-built Rolls-Royces of the 1920s and 30s. This wasn't about picking options from a catalog. This was about creating something entirely new, something that had never existed before. The SWEPTAIL's design is breathtaking. Its most distinctive feature is the dramatically tapered rear end, which sweeps down in a continuous line, hence the name. This design language echoes the elegant coach-built cars of the pre-war era, while incorporating thoroughly modern engineering. The panoramic glass roof floods the interior with natural light, creating an open, airy feeling rarely found in luxury cars. But here's where it gets really interesting. The interior. The cabin is a 2-seater configuration, and every surface is finished in the finest materials. The dashboard features a center console made from Macassar ebony and open-pore Palda wood, creating a contrast that's both sophisticated and striking. Instead of a traditional rear seat, there's a custom luggage shelf with a champagne cooler and 2 crystal glasses. Because of course there is. The attention to detail is obsessive. The clock on the dashboard is the thinnest ever fitted to a Rolls-Royce. The titanium and carbon fiber elements throughout the car demonstrate that this isn't just about luxury. It's about pushing engineering boundaries. Even the shoulder line of the car was hand-polished to create a mirror finish. Under that gorgeous exterior sits a 6.75-liter V12 engine, delivering effortless power in the quintessential Rolls-Royce manner. But let's be honest. If you're buying a $13 million car, you're not worried about 0 to 60 times. You're buying a piece of automotive history, a car that will likely never be replicated, and a testament to what's possible when craftsmanship meets unlimited resources. At number 4, we have the PAGANI ZONDA HP BARCHETTA, priced at approximately $17 million. Now, if you think that sounds expensive, consider this. Only 3 were ever made, and they were all sold before anyone even saw pictures of the car. Horacio Pagani, the founder of Pagani Automobili, created the HP BARCHETTA as a personal tribute to his automotive philosophy and as a celebration of his own 60th birthday. The HP stands for Horacio Pagani, while Barchetta is Italian for little boat, a reference to classic open-top racing cars. What makes this car so special? Let's start with what it doesn't have. A windshield. That's right. For $17 million, Pagani decided you don't need a windshield. Instead, there are 2 small aero-screen deflectors mounted directly in front of the driver and passenger. This design choice creates an absolutely visceral driving experience, with wind rushing over you as you pilot this carbon fiber masterpiece. The HP Barchetta is based on the Zonda Roadster, but calling it a Zonda would be like calling a haute couture gown just a dress. The body is constructed almost entirely from carbon titanium composite, making it incredibly light yet immensely strong. The exposed carbon fiber is finished in a striking blue tint, created through a specialized resin that's both beautiful and functional. The wheels are works of art themselves. Center-lock aluminum rims that look like they belong on a Formula One car, because Pagani's philosophy has always been that form follows function. Every curve, every air intake, every surface serves a purpose beyond aesthetics. Power comes from a Mercedes-AMG sourced 7.3-liter, naturally aspirated V12 engine, producing around 800 horsepower. In an era of turbocharged engines and electric motors, Pagani stayed true to the emotional, high-revving character of naturally aspirated power. The sound this engine makes is nothing short of symphonic, a shrieking mechanical opera that climaxes at 8,000 RPM. The interior continues the masterclass in craftsmanship. Aluminum, leather, and carbon fiber are combined with almost artistic precision. The gear lever is a sculptural piece of milled aluminum. The instrument cluster is a custom-designed analog masterpiece. Everything is manual, mechanical, connected. There's no digital dashboard here, no drive modes, no electronic nannies. This is analog purity in a digital age. Here's a fun fact. Horacio Pagani kept one of the 3 HP Barchettas for himself. The other 2 went to collectors who understood they were buying not just a car, but a piece of automotive art that represented the culmination of Pagani's life's work. Sliding into third place is the Bugatti La Voiture Noire, with a staggering price of $18.7 million. The name translates to the black car, but this understated title belies the extraordinary nature of this automotive masterpiece. La Voiture Noire was unveiled at the 2019 Geneva International Motor Show, and it immediately captured the world's attention. Bugatti created this one-off hypercar as a tribute to the legendary Type 57 SC Atlantic, one of the most valuable and mysterious cars in automotive history. The original Atlantic, owned by Bugatti founder Ettore Bugatti's son Jean, disappeared during World War II and has never been found. La Voiture Noire is Bugatti's modern interpretation of that lost masterpiece. The design is absolutely stunning. The car features a handcrafted carbon fiber body painted in deep black, though calling it painted doesn't do justice to the finish. The surface is so perfect, so deep, that it seems to absorb light rather than reflect it. Every curve has been meticulously sculpted to create a sense of motion even when the car is standing still. The front of La Voiture Noire is dominated by Bugatti's signature horseshoe grille, but here it's been reimagined with modern LED lighting technology integrated seamlessly into the design. 6 exhaust outlets at the rear, a nod to the original Atlantic's aesthetic, glow red when the engine is running, creating a dramatic visual signature. But the true marvel is in the details. There are no visible carbon fiber seams on the body. The door handles are completely invisible until you approach the car. The C-shaped signature line that runs from the front wheel arch to the rear is milled from a single piece of aluminum and then hand-polished. Creating this car took over 2 years of development and countless hours of hand craftsmanship. Under the skin sits the same quad-turbocharged 8.0-liter W16 engine found in the Quran, producing 1,500 horsepower and 1,180 pound-feet of torque. This engine is a technological marvel in itself. 16 cylinders, 4 turbochargers, and enough power to propel this 2-ton car to speeds exceeding 260 miles per hour. The interior matches the exterior sophistication. Instead of the usual supercar approach of carbon fiber and Alcantara, La Voiture Noire features rich leather, polished aluminum, and ebony wood. It's more grand touring car than track weapon, designed for crossing continents in absolute comfort while turning heads at every stop. Who bought this $18 million masterpiece? That remains officially a mystery, though rumors suggest it was purchased by Ferdinand Piëch, former chairman of Volkswagen Group and grandson of Ferdinand Porsche. Whether true or not, the buyer clearly understood they were acquiring not just a car, but a piece of automotive art history. Our silver medalist is the Rolls-Royce BOATAIL, priced at approximately $28 million. Actually, that's not entirely accurate. There are 3 BOATAILs, each slightly different, and each with its own price tag, but all hover around that eye-watering $28 million mark. The BOATAIL represents the pinnacle of Rolls-Royce's coach-build division, a department dedicated to creating completely bespoke, one-of-one vehicles for the world's ultra-wealthy. The first BOATAIL was unveiled in 2021, and it immediately reset expectations for what automotive luxury could mean. The name comes from the car's most striking feature, a rear deck that opens like a luxury yacht, complete with a built-in parasol and a custom-made hosting suite. This isn't just trunk space, it's an entertainment platform. The deck features a rotating table, chairs, and specialized compartments for cutlery, dishes, and accessories. One BOATAIL even includes a custom-designed refrigerator that keeps champagne at the perfect 6 degrees Celsius. But here's what truly sets the BOATAIL apart: the level of personalization. The first client, rumored to be Beyoncé and Jay-Z, requested a color called bespoke blue, inspired by their favorite cognac bottle. This single color required over a year to develop and uses tiny metal and crystal flakes that change appearance depending on the light and viewing angle. The bodywork takes traditional Rolls-Royce craftsmanship to unprecedented levels. The rear deck is constructed from royal walnut and features over 1,800 individual pieces. Each piece is hand-selected, hand-cut, and hand-finished. The wood is layered in a sunburst pattern that radiates from the center, creating a visual effect that's both classic and contemporary. The front of the car features Rolls-Royce's iconic Pantheon grille, but here it's been reimagined as the widest grille ever fitted to a Rolls-Royce. The Spirit of Ecstasy hood ornament crowns the massive hood, which stretches forward in one unbroken line, a design challenge that required developing new manufacturing techniques. Inside, the BOATAIL continues its dedication to bespoke luxury. The dashboard clock is made by Beauvais, a Swiss luxury watchmaker, and can be removed to be worn as a timepiece. The center console features mother-of-pearl inlays that create a flowing pattern designed to evoke ocean waves. Even the floor mats are custom designed to complement the exterior color scheme. Under that impossibly long hood sits Rolls-Royce's legendary 6.75-liter twin-turbocharged V12, producing 563 horsepower. But again, performance numbers miss the point. This engine is engineered for serenity, for effortless acceleration, for the sensation of gliding rather than driving. What makes the BOATAIL truly special is that it represents a return to automotive's golden age, when wealthy patrons would commission coach builders to create one-off bodies for their chassis. In an era of mass production and platform sharing, the BOATAIL is defiantly individual, unapologetically exclusive, and utterly timeless. And finally, at number 1, we have the most expensive car ever created, the Rolls-Royce La Rose Noire Droptail, with an estimated price tag of $30 million. La Rose Noire, meaning the Black Rose, is the latest in Rolls-Royce's Droptail series, a collection of 4 completely unique coach-built roadsters, each more spectacular than the last. This particular Droptail was commissioned by a client who wanted a car inspired by the black Baccara rose, a rare dark crimson flower. The exterior finish alone required over 2 years to develop and perfect. Rolls-Royce's engineers created a bespoke paint color called True Love, a deep red with subtle black undertones that changes character dramatically depending on lighting conditions. The paint contains multiple layers of colored and metallic flakes, with each layer applied by hand and then hand polished before the next layer is added. But the paint is just the beginning. The bodywork of La Rose Noire is almost entirely hand-formed aluminum, shaped using traditional coach building techniques that date back a century. The car's profile is dominated by a dramatically raked windscreen and a flowing rear deck that tapers elegantly toward the rear wheels. There's no fixed roof. This is a pure roadster, designed for open-air motoring at its finest. The rear deck is where La Rose Noire truly transcends automotive engineering and becomes art. It features a geometric parquetry made from black sycamore, a wood so rare that Rolls-Royce had to source it from specialized suppliers worldwide. The wood is arranged in 1,603 individual triangular pieces, creating a 3-dimensional pattern that appears to ripple and flow. This deck alone required over 8,000 hours of work to complete. The interior matches this extraordinary attention to detail. The dashboard features a unique timepiece that's not actually a functioning clock, but rather a kinetic sculpture made from 119 individual faceted petals that move in response to the car's motion. This piece alone took 5 years to develop and is considered one of the most complex dashboard elements ever created. The seats are upholstered in crimson blush leather, a color developed specifically for this car. But look closer and you'll see that the leather isn't uniform. It features a subtle gradation from darker tones at the edges to lighter tones in the center, creating a three-dimensional effect. The stitching pattern mimics the geometric design of the rear deck, with over 50,000 individual stitches applied by hand. Even the umbrellas stored in the doors, yes, Rolls-Royce includes custom umbrellas in the doors, are bespoke, featuring handles made from the same black sycamore as the rear deck and fabric that matches the exterior paint color. Under the hood sits Rolls-Royce's most powerful engine ever, a twin-turbocharged 6.75-liter V12, producing 593 horsepower. This engine has been specifically tuned for Le Rose Noir, with unique intake and exhaust systems that create a more dramatic soundtrack than standard Rolls-Royce models while maintaining the brand's legendary refinement. So there you have it, the 5 most expensive cars ever created, representing a combined value of over $100 million. These aren't just vehicles. They're rolling art galleries, technological showcases, and testaments to human craftsmanship at its absolute peak. What's remarkable is that despite their astronomical prices, every one of these cars found a buyer. Somewhere in the world, there are people for whom $30 million for a car is not just acceptable, but appropriate, even reasonable, for the level of exclusivity, craftsmanship, and artistry they're receiving. These cars remind us that the automobile hasn't been completely reduced to mere transportation. At the highest levels, cars remain expressions of human creativity, passion, and the endless pursuit of perfection. They're proof that when money is truly no object, the results can be absolutely extraordinary. Which of these 5 would you choose if money were no object? Drop your answer in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this journey through automotive extravagance, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next video. We've got more incredible luxury content coming your way soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.